Well, hello everyone. I thought I'd make a quick short video just to show you some of the finds we found in my very early stages of trying some detecting on the Thames Foreshore. I'm still learning quite a lot, and I'm still trying out my new machine, and these finds by no means represent everything I found. I haven't included the absolutely hundreds and hundreds of modern pennies that I found, but I thought I'd show you some of these bits. I'll come back to them in a bit more detail, but you've got some coins, earrings, very interesting. I'm not sure this, I have a feeling this might be possibly from an old flintlock gun, I'm not sure. It seems to side and possibly what looks like a sort of flattened striker or something. I'm not sure, I could be wrong. Little old buckle, nice silver earring. This is nice as well, very very thin, really tiny, little, it's a bottle cap, or so it looks like the piece of a wine bottle. It's got some writing on there. I think it says, let me just read that, it's Victoria thread, and then there's the number 5 on it and the seal. Quite nice. Sort of cheap little ring. I think it might be Hindu. I think it's an ring, I think they call them. This lovely little find, that's a really old, I don't know if it's possibly 1600s, maybe 1700s, but it's a lead bag seal with the heraldic print on it, and it's got a little circular bit with P and some letters around it. I'm not sure who the maker is, I'm sure some wise soul can tell me. There's a nice 303 bullet there. Not 303 at all, it's a 9mm, isn't it? So that's from a handgun, presumably. Found a little lady, little silver lady, I think. Possibly off some, I don't know if she's costume jewellery or maybe off a necklace or something, but she's quite pretty. Yeah, I don't know. You get interesting things in interesting states in the Thames, because obviously the corrosion is variable. Like modern coins tend to come up quite badly because of all the rust and everything, but equally some of the preservation of items, I mean, like that, a lead soft metal, you know, is still in amazingly good condition. Big, sort of possibly a horse ring, I'm not sure, from a bit of, it looks like a big bronze ring. I think that's a little copper nugget, I don't know if it's melted or something, but anyway, some buttons, a couple of coins. Now this is an interesting one. I'm not sure what that is. If anyone can identify that, the thing that jumped to my mind is it the sight off a gun? Maybe off a, you know how the Spitfires or the bombers in World War II had a gun sight. There's what looks like a little arrow signal and a sort of squiggly thing. I don't think my camera's going to focus very well for you. But if anyone can recognise that, you know, I'd be very very glad of your input on that one. And yeah, a little surprise was a lump of iron pyrites that was just sitting there. Found that with my eyes only. Now, for anyone that was interested, I'm using a white M6. I think the more I get to know this machine, the more absolutely fantastic I'm finding it. I used to have an XLT years ago, which was probably far too complicated for me to start with. However, for anyone who's interested in whites, they're very very simple. It's a lovely sort of turn on and go machine with a few pro functions on it. Discrimination setting, you've got your 0.1, which is sort of, well, everything from small nails, foil, small rings, you can get from here. I had my discrimination just under the 1 mark for the beach because it was very trashy on the foreshore. Discrimination, I never set any above 60. I had it pretty much between 40 and 60. Any higher, you just lose all your stability on the foreshore. It's just too trashy. Too much iron and all sorts of other bits that send your machine crackers. And the wonderful thing about the M6 is also got a beach mode. So I ground balanced it in its central position, flicked it up into the beach mode, and it performed absolutely brilliantly. I have invested in this, which is a very very small, you can probably see how small it is by the palm of my hand there. No, I don't have giant hands, before anyone asks, but it's a 4x6 shooter coil, fantastic for getting in amongst very trashy sites, and the Thames Foreshore is one of the most trashy you'll find anywhere in the world, to be honest. But you can get in amongst the rocks, and it was picking out coins and all sorts of things, tiny little items that I haven't included in that bunch there. I mean, I more than quadrupled the amount of finds of non-ferrous and things. I just only included the ones that were sort of interesting to look at. But I foresee many good finds to come. Overall, I can recommend getting a permit and going for the Thames Foreshore. The M6 seems to be doing fantastically well. A couple of the other guys we went with had things like a Tesoro, Laser Scout, I think it was, and another chap had a Mine Lab E-Track, I think. So, you know, all good machines, but yeah, can't knock the M6 so far. Fantastic machine. I've used a few, the XLT, Golden Mask, a couple of others, but I just think it's a real machine you don't grow out of that quickly. And anyway, that's probably enough from me wittering on. If anyone can identify any of those finds, especially that little one there, whether that is off a gun, maybe, and this piece, I'd be very grateful. And anyway, I hope to report back with some more interesting finds soon. And yeah, I look forward to the next video. Take care. Bye bye.